Hey everybody, this is Tristan. Welcome back to Televised Magazine. New York indie folk starlet Sara Devoe stopped by. Her new album, Come Away, O Human Child, released on Halloween, and she's about to embark on her first tour in support of the record in April. She's here to talk about all that and so much more. Before we get into the interview, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All of our socials and all of Sarah's socials will be down in the description. Now, let's get right to the interview. So, you taught yourself guitar over COVID, and in like 5 short years, you've managed to conjure up something with this new album that stands up there with artists like Phoebe Bridgers, Wednesday, Slow Pulp, MJ Lenderman. Those are just a few artists that came to my mind while listening to it. What does it mean to you to have a record like Come Away, O Human Child out for the world to hear?
Oh wow. Well, that's so nice that you just compared the record to all those artists. I love all of them. But it's been a long time coming. I feel like the music that I started making during COVID is really different from what the music that I'm making now, but it's
Mhm.
all been kind of like a progression that got to this record. And I mean, I feel proud, I think, of the way that like my writing has improved and my musical capabilities have improved, and also the connections that I've made since then, with all of these other musicians that contributed to the record.
Mhm.
So I feel like that those songs that I put out in like 20, I don't know, 2020, 2021, like when I listen to them now, they're like not very good, but when I think about how
Mhm.
they got me to here, then it's kind of nostalgic.
Yeah, it's always good to look back and kind of like know how you've progressed over the last few years. 5 years isn't really that long when you think about it.
It's really not that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the grand scheme.
What inspired you to teach yourself guitar over COVID? Was it just like, I'm bored, I'm stuck at home?
Um, I've always wanted to write music. I've always been a singer. Like I feel like I've been singing and interested in writing songs like since I was really young.
Mhm.
But I never thought that I would be able to learn guitar because of this deformity that I have in my hand. And so I kind of just like never even took it up and even
Mhm.
tried. And then my grandparents got me a guitar when I was a senior in high school, actually, or was I a senior in high school? I think I was a senior in high school, yeah. And I just had it and I never used it for like 2, 3 years. And
Mhm.
then finally in COVID, I was like, I really want to write music and I really want to, you know, write music with guitar and have that be a part of my process. And so I'm going to try to learn. And that's kind of what prompted it, I would say.
Yeah, because you had mentioned, I think it might have been like a press release or something that I had read, or another interview that I had read that you wanted to do as much of it yourself as you could. I'm very much paraphrasing here. I'm just like playing the guitar yourself. You could have gotten somebody else to play the guitar while you played the
Yeah,
piano, I
yeah.
think is what you said. But you wanted to do it all yourself, and that's very admirable.
Thank you. Yeah, I've kind of always I have a tough time, I think, as like a solo artist
Hmm.
because I don't think that I'm a very good guitarist. And so I always like am asking, my friends, like I have this really good friend Mike who contributed a lot, like
Hmm.
almost every song on the record, late lead guitar, and be like, Tosh, do you want to play like the rhythm? Like I don't know if it sounds good. And he'd be like, no, just play it. And I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I think it's like a lot. It's been like difficult for me to kind of accept like that I can do that and that like
Hmm.
I don't need maybe other people to play like and I feel like maybe this is like a tangent, but I feel that way even like performing solo. Like I get so insecure and nervous about performing solo
Oh,
with
okay.
like no one playing with me.
Hmm.
And I've started recently to force myself to do that more, where like even if I'm playing a show, I'll have like one song where I tell the band to like stop playing and then like I'll play one song solo and I think that's forced me to kind of be like get more comfortable as like a solo artist that
Yeah.
doesn't that's not a band, you know what I mean?
Like exposure therapy almost to
Exactly, yeah.
force yourself to get a little bit more comfortable with it. The title for the record, it was inspired by Irish literature.
It was, yeah. So I actually lived in Ireland.
Oh, that must have been
It,
so cool.
it was so cool, but I lived there for like a summer basically when I was in college and I was studying at the W.B. Yeats International Summer School
Hmm.
there. And so I was just basically learning about W.B. Yeats and like Irish history all day,
Yeah.
every day. And so the name of the album comes from a line from W.B. Yeats's poem, The Stolen Child. Yeah.
Okay, nice. I need to research Irish literature more, but that just reading about that captivated me a little bit. So I wanted to ask about it, kind of delve into that a little bit.
Yeah.
One of my favorites on the record is "Cruel." It kind of
Really? Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
it exemplifies some of those more rock elements of your sound to me. How did that song in particular come together?
Cruel. Oh my God, that's a really good question. Well, Cruel came kind of later on in the record, so I'd
Hmm.
already written like a lot of the songs. I'd written A Secret the Moon. I think, Yearning Song was written, Bruising Up a Peach, and then I was just kind of like with my guitar one day and was like, I kind of want to add some kind of more rock type song to this album
Hmm.
because as much as I really wanted to dive into the folk elements with this album, like I do still really resonate with like shoegaze
Yeah.
and rock and like my favorite bands are like, classic rock bands. So I wanted to get that in there. And I had a lot of rage also. Like I think when I
Okay.
started like writing the song and started coming up with the lyrics and the chords, I was like, actually, this is taking me somewhere. Like this is, this feels important now. So
Hmm.
I guess that's kind of how it
Yeah, I
came to
guess
be.
that you mentioned some of your favorite bands being classic rock bands. That's probably part of why it stuck out to me because I'm in the same boat. I like
Yeah,
most of what I listened to was released between like the 70s and the early 90s, I feel like.
for sure.
Um, but yeah, that was cool to hear and learn a little bit more about that song. Fans might be able to hear that song in person because in April you're going on tour.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's really exciting. I've like never Well, it's called the first tour ever tour because
yeah.
I've never toured in my life. So I'm really nervous,
Hmm.
but I think it's gonna be fun. Me and the other band, Bug Crush, Carolyn from that band, kind
Hmm.
of, and then my other friend that I mentioned earlier. It's kind of the three of us planned the whole thing and
Okay.
scheduled the whole thing. So that was also like a
So it's
really
like an
cool experience.
independently promoted tour.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. How is it managing that between like day job, normal life, and musician life too?
It's like tough, but I
Mhm.
love to do it so much that like it doesn't feel like work to me. I feel like
Yeah.
when I'm doing music stuff, like reaching out to venues, reaching out to, local bands, like that's all fun for me. So it's
Hmm.
like it's like okay, I can do this after work or like if I have like an hour to kill at work, don't tell my boss. Like if I'll do it there. Like,
I hope your boss does not listen to this.
We'll see. If she does, she knows that I love her and I work really hard. So,
Okay. Okay. And then you won't get in trouble at all. What can
yeah,
fans
exactly.
expect when they buy a ticket? Because it's your first tour. A lot of these people are going to be seeing you for the first time ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good question that I've kind of thought about. I mean, they should expect to hear a really wide range of my music. They should expect to
Hmm.
hear a few songs from the new album, but I'm not only playing the new album. They should expect to hear some of the songs from the Scared of the Dark EP, so like Cindy, Sleep With Me, Why Am I Like This? And then honestly, like probably a cover and some other like songs that I haven't played in a really long time. Like
Okay.
Harsh is like an EP I released, I think in like 2022, and I never play songs from that anymore. But I mean, there's like a couple that I think are fun to play live and like
Yeah.
do well with, a new audience and, in a venue, I would say.
Hmm. That's got to be one of the most fun parts of now you're hitting year five, year six of music. You have a little bit of a back catalog that you can pull from and like rotate set lists and bring stuff in and bring stuff out. That's got to feel rewarding to just know that you've made enough songs to where you couldn't reasonably play them all in one night if you wanted to, you know?
That is rewarding. It's like every time I release something, I'm like, well, it's time for the next thing. And
Hmm.
what can I like do better? What can I do to improve? Like, and start like really getting up there. Like, I always feel like I'm like this close, but
Yeah.
I just need to do one more thing, or like I need to, released one more project. And so it's nice to just like stop, I think, I guess, and like look back and be like, well, actually, they've spent a lot.
Yeah, just stop and think.
Yeah.
So I have a little game. I stalked a few of your Spotify playlists. I'm
Oh,
gonna
oh my God.
list five
That's crazy.
random artists. You have to rank them, but you're not gonna know what's coming next.
Oh
It's
my
like a
God.
blind
Okay.
ranking of five artists that I pulled from your Spotify playlist.
Oh God. Okay, great.
Okay.
Some of these artists
Um,
I might not even know. Like I might have just blindly
yeah.
added them, but we'll see.
Um, one of them, number one is Magdalena Bay.
Oh my God. Jeez.
I tried to
Um,
pick ones that I also knew, so I wasn't just like pulling random names out.
okay, that's then I'll probably know them.
Yeah.
That's really out of 10 or out of
Out of
5?
five, out of five.
Out of 5. Magdalena Bay, they're so freaking good. And
Yeah.
what is it? I kind of forget the name of the album. Image.
Imaginal Disc.
Imaginal Disc
Yeah.
has been in my top, like that's been a top album for me for the past like 2
It's
years
so good. I got to see
since it
them
came out.
live in Kansas City
Oh my
last
God.
year, and I met Matt and Mika after the show. So nice. And
That
what a
is
great
so
concert
sick.
too. It was just a great experience all around. But yeah, where would you put them out of five? And you have no clue who's next.
I know. I love them and I love that album, but I'm gonna put them at a 4 just because they still are
Okay.
kind of a newer artist for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number two is Slow Dive.
Slow Dive, don't kill me, but Slow Dive might actually be 5.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love Slow Dive, but I don't have like an emotional attachment to Slow Dive the way that I
Hmm.
think a lot of people do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put them at 5.
Okay. I only really know Souvlaki and then their album from, I can't remember the name of it. It's got like a checkerboard pattern cover. It's from like 2023.
Yeah,
It's their
freaking
newest one,
yeah.
but I'm blanking on the name right now. Number three is Fog Lake.
Fog Lake. Oh wow. I don't think about them that often, but God, they're so good. I love Fog Lake.
Hmm.
And I can't change the ranking.
It's kind of locked in.
It's kind of locked in. All
Yeah,
right.
that's the whole point of the blind ranking.
Wow, this is hard. I'm
You've
gonna put
locked
them
yourself
at
into a top
3.
three. You're gonna put them at three. Okay. Up next is Wednesday.
Oh, well, Wednesday's gonna be 2.
Wednesday's gonna be two,
I
and
love
the
Wednesday.
last one is Big Thief.
Okay,
They're kind of
you know
locked
what?
into number one, but
That
are
actually
they?
makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
works.
They're a worthy number one.
Because Big Thief, like, I haven't listened to them in a while,
Hmm.
but I mean, Big Thief, like, inspired so much of the music that I make. Like, honestly,
Okay.
they're one of my favorite bands ever.
Hell yeah.
So I
Um,
feel good about
awesome.
that.
Musically speaking, where will you be this time next year? Just kind of like manifest, think out. What does 2026 look like? Where are you going to be January 2027?
I really hope that this time next year, I'm accomplishing the next set of goals that I have with my music career, which is
Hmm.
like, I feel like I'm kind of at this point right now where I'm moving, like, I'm progressively moving up
Yeah.
in the world, and I feel like I'm becoming closer and closer to the music that I'm making. And
Hmm.
this album was a really big deal for me because I'm really like I was really proud of it. And it was also like the first time that I recorded in a studio and like had like a really legit mixing
Yeah.
engineer, and I wasn't just in my bedroom. And I want to do so. To answer your question, I hope this time next year, I'm the next thing that I'd like to see for myself is like opening for some bands that I really like.
Hmm.
Um, Maybe going to some festivals. That would be
Okay.
awesome. And putting out new music. Like I kind of already have an itch to put out new music, and I'm kind of missing. I'm trying to blend this folk side with like the shoegaze side, and
Yeah.
it's so fun for me to do. And I feel like playing these songs is so fun. So I just have like more to say. I also like
Hmm.
was going through a breakup
Okay.
after I wrote the album. And so I feel like I have a lot to say about that now
Hmm.
because I never got to write like songs about that because
Yeah. So you've already
I
got
was
stuff to write about for the next album.
right. I have things I want to
Okay.
say. So Yeah, I would say that.
So fans won't have to wait for too much longer to hear.
No, no, there's we're cooking over
You're
here.
cooking with fire. You're going full steam ahead. Maybe soon you'll make it up to the Midwest because I would love to see you live one day, but
Oh my God. We were so close between
yeah.
to making the tour, a Midwest tour.
Hmm.
And the only reason why we didn't was because I didn't have we had more places to stay, the route that we chose.
Yeah. Because you guys
More
are mostly
people.
staying like New York, Toronto, kind of that like
Yeah,
northeastern.
like
Yeah.
really Northeast, but definitely I want to get to the Midwest for sure and do like
Okay.
a Chicago, Pennsylvania, Ohio, uh I don't know, Minnesota,
Kansas
Kansas,
City. Kansas City has some great venues, I will
Kansas, do
say.
some kind
Yeah.
of run like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Chicago would be fun. I love Chicago. I've only been once, but it's like it's just a great city, you know?
I've also only been once, but it was amazing.
Yeah. I was only there for like 4 days, and I feel like I could have been there for 2 weeks and still not seen everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
To kind of wrap things up, where can fans find you on social media?
They can find me on Instagram. It's at Sara Devoe. There's no H in Sarah also. TikTok, but I post a lot of nonsense on TikTok, but there's also
I
music
found you
platforms.
through coming up on my For You page. So it was one
Yeah.
of, yeah, it's one of like the nonsense videos. Then I was like, oh, you make music? That's cool. Oh, your music
It-
actually good too? Oh shit.
Yeah, a lot of nonsense on there. YouTube, I'm on there. And Substack. I recently am on
Oh,
Substack and I
okay.
do a lot of writing on there about like the songs or just like what I'm feeling in life.
Okay. I did not know about the Substack. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
And then this is the question that I end every interview with. What are your three favorite songs at the moment? Like what's just been on repeat for you? Can be
My
your
three.
own, can be your friends, can be random
Oh, that's a
artists.
really good question. Is it okay if I open my phone?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I kind of forget until I look at my phone. Okay, okay. Um, Gary Ashby by Dry Cleaning.
Okay. I've not heard
That
that song.
song's really up there. It's really good. I have a friend in this band called Levada, but
Hmm.
she has like a solo project that she just put out called Untitled Freak, and the
Okay.
song is called Birthday, and it's really, really good. Um, and then let's see. Probably the other one, oh, Dramamine by Modest Mouse. I've been listening to that all
Okay.
day, every day.
Modest Mouse is the only one that I've heard of. That's part of why I love asking the questions, kind of like learn and, and know more music through asking it because everyone's got good stuff to listen to.
For sure. Yeah. That's such a good question. I'm glad you asked.
Yeah. Are you going to try to go see Harry Styles on his 30-night MSG residency?
I don't think that I can afford to go see Harry Styles,
Yeah,
but I was when you initially first asked me that question, I was like, Aperture, actually,
yeah.
I've been bumping, it's really good. But I was like,
It's
I
it's
don't
a
know.
very good song. I was thinking about going, but the tickets,
They're really expensive.
it's like $700. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So I don't think you'll see me there. But I saw him actually. I got to see Harry at MSG for
Oh,
Harry's house tour.
oh, hell yeah.
And that was awesome. He was great.
Um, yeah, I've like Harry Styles is an artist I would love to see, but I don't know. I don't know about that money wise.
I know. 30 days also, like you'd
30
think
days,
it
yeah.
would be cheaper, but
Yeah, because there's no like setup and tear or setup and tear down is cheaper because you're not tearing down and then driving 6 hours.
exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully the ticket prices come down a little bit. I haven't been to New York since I was 14, 13, 14, and I would love to go back,
Oh,
but
you gotta get out here.
I know I went when I was in elementary school and then I went again the summer between eighth grade and freshman year. I haven't been back since.
Well, I mean, the tour would be Harry Styles tour would be the perfect reason to come
It would
back.
be if I had $700 to spend on a ticket, but
Right, yeah.
do you have a show in New York City on the tour? I know you live in the city, don't you?
Yeah, I do have a
Yeah.
show at this venue Nightclub 101.
Okay.
So that's like the homecoming show. It's on April 26th.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah. If you
Hopefully
want to come to
fan
that, You got a place to stay, get you on the guest list.
Okay, I might have to consider it. I do have a free flight coupon that I need to use too, and I need an excuse to come to New York.
Okay.
Might have to think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I plan on wrapping this up like 2 or 3 minutes ago, and we got stuck yapping about Harry Styles. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It
Of
was so nice to
course. I
meet
had so
you.
much fun getting to meet you, getting to talk to you, and learning about your music, all because of TikTok's For You page. So that was
I'm
great.
so glad. Thank you,
Um,
TikTok, for that one thing.
yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you later. Have a good one.